Hello. Let's see, can I change something? Hold on. Okay, it looks fine. Alright. Hello, everybody. This is meteorologist Andrew Panera with different timing for the Games and Storms live stream and also different timing for the weekend outlook forecast. So I figured if everything's all screwed up, why not have a screwed up mess together? Right? And yes, Raymond, it was, well, not just Albany, everywhere in the tri state. We had We had severe weather. Oh my god, we had severe weather. No tornadoes, though, which is good. I guess I'm waiting for YouTube to catch up. As it went from a bad stream to an okay stream. Your viewers may be experiencing buffering. Although OBS says it is perfect, 0 dropped frames. Everything's going good, so I'm not going to touch it on this end. I'm just going to wait for YouTube to catch up. Well, for you, Raymond, not for me. No tornadoes at all in my area. Okay, so what we're doing is we're going to do a weekend outlook forecast, and then we're going to do some gaming. So weekend outlooks are usually pretty short, so this is not going to be a typical 2-hour long live stream. So I'm going to start off with the local, regional radar, actually national radar. I feel all discombobulated now. I don't know if I'm coming or going. I don't know anything anymore. Okay. So this is all very active. But I believe that high is still sitting. Why am I on Yahoo? I don't want Yahoo. That high is sitting into Canada. And that is what is shielding us from most of this activity right now. That's why we really haven't seen anything. I mean, it's cloudy out right now. There we go. YouTube caught up. Now YouTube thinks it's a good stream. Wait, why didn't it change? Hold on. Nothing ever works perfect. Now it shows. Why didn't my button work before? Now the button works. Okay. Let's continue. So all of this we are not seeing right now. And also we're going to look at some tropical stuff too. So for our area, we're getting some little bits of showers. I haven't really seen anything in my area, which is in that New York City area. Let's see if radar scope shows anything without it crashing, because it's Windows. Okay, so let's loop it. 12 minutes old. Don't know why it's not updating. But, yeah, this is all this Toms River, Philadelphia, and south. That's where we're seeing almost nonstop rain in some areas here. And some of those bands, they were pretty intense there. But once we get a bit more north, this is kind of where that shield of the high pressure system is. Raymond, we will look at that, invest. So, honestly, I know it's there. I have not looked at anything. I have not looked at any weather maps in over a week now. So, I am completely out of it right now. But this, I don't think, is going to change anytime soon for today. And from what I have heard, we have a good weekend. But we'll look at how good of a weekend it's going to be. Alright, so most of that is being kept at bay. If we look here, let's see, latest, that high sitting north into Canada, or really over the Great Lakes, is keeping that frontal boundary, that cold front, out of the area. It's not allowing any precipitation to move up into the New York City area. And when we look at the satellite here, it's still not really keeping the clouds away. But you can see the multiple flows. So we have this northeasterly, we have a southerly flow. It's very interesting to see these layers of the atmosphere with these satellite images. It's also interesting to see this kind of gap in that lower level where the higher level clouds are taking over. But here, that little, like, let me stop it there. Can't stop. Come on. There we go. That is where the cold front is, this bumping of the clouds. Overshooting tops, kind of. I don't know if it's actually severe weather, because I didn't see anything with that, but we'll look at some. We'll look to see if there are any watches or warnings out there. Actually, RadarScope would show anything. And nope. No severe thunderstorm. Well, there's one down there, but no severe thunderstorm warnings here. We'll look to see if there's any watches. Let's take a peek there at the SPC. So there's that slight more south, but the only watch was right there. So south of where we're seeing that rain come through Jersey. When is this going to? Until 10 p.m. Because by that time, I'm thinking that high pressure will be slowly moving its way into our area, and that's pushing all of the bad weather away from that northeast coast region. Now let's see for Saturday where it's talking about this marginal risk. Yep. So my thinking is probably what the Storm Prediction Center is thinking. That high starts moving south and east, closer to this area. That's why we have a big old empty spot there. And let's pull up some of the models now. Very active week last week. Let's wait for this to come in. I don't know why this is always taking a long time now to load. I have to keep sliding this. There we go. Now, the GFS, again, we know the GFS is not working, right? I guess we could say. Come on. There we go. Oh, you were surprised. That's where'd it go? That watch wasn't further south. Yeah, because even on the radar picture there, it's showing all the thunderstorm activity. I'm thinking that severe weather is going to be later in the day, not now. But we'll see if they extend it. Or you'll see. I'll be asleep by that point. I'll be asleep in about 2 or 3 hours. 3 hours. So we got the GFS. I want to see if I can pull the icon up and the NAM. It always just stops right there. I have to just do this. And then, oh, the NAM didn't finish. 48 hours. Let's go back. I want the full 84. Also, when we get to the gaming portion, I tried changing one setting, so we'll see if it looks any smoother while we're on the game online. Okay, so with the GFS here, let's see what it says. Yeah, that high moves down. Oh, what is this? Oh, so that's Sunday. It's showing some rain. Huh. All of the 7-day forecasts that I watched from other meteorologists, I did not see anyone hinting at rain. Well, at least Saturday, just a little bit down there near Cape May, but that's really about it. And let's see, Monday. Oh, that looks like. Oh, if we look at the bottom of the screen, I see a little something there. But we'll focus on that a little later. But at least for the weekend here, this is saying something on Sunday afternoon. Let's see what this icon says. Saturday, it looks like a good day. Ah, Sunday, interesting. It's very close. Boston to Cape May, kind of scrape in that area. It does not get on shore, though. It's very interesting. Oh. Raymond, well, I will be making a video about the whole Verizon issue, but essentially, it doesn't necessarily affect me that much because what they were trying to do was let people go in rounds. I was round one. I was let go in April. And I've been doing like fill in here and there. And I'm still going to be doing fill in through November. And then with Verizon, Fios, and RNN are, looks like they're separating unless something changes. They could not negotiate the next 10-year contract from 2020 to 2030 because the two companies contracted with each other for 10 years. So we had 2010 to 2020, and we need 2020 to 2030, but apparently negotiations fell apart. So there goes the company. There goes the new station. I'm lucky because throughout all of that time where I worked on the weekend, I also worked at an Apple store. And I still have the job at the Apple store, and I enjoy that. I'm a teacher there. But for those that just had the full time there at Fios, I feel really bad for them just because if they have 90 days until you're unemployed. So not 3 months to try and find another job. And in the news business is very cutthroat. Oh, I thought you were talking about the Fios One News thing that with Joe Chaffee posted a little bit about that too. But no, Verizon Fios is. I've never had Verizon Fios for my cable. I've had Optimum. Even though I was on Fios, there was never a discount, so Optimum was cheaper for me. So I use Optimum for the internet. But Raymond, I will be making a video specifically on that discussion later on in the year once everything's kind of finalized. Okay, back to this. So, the icon is hinting at showers in that area, but the GFS for Sunday afternoon, Sunday, was bringing it on shore. So that shape is kind of the same thing. Look at that between the two. They're a little bit different time. Let me see if I go back to 15. There's no 15 there. 18. There's 18 and 18. So the exact same time. Slightly different. The icon again doesn't have any of that precipitation actually make it on shore. The GFS does. The icon, I don't know if it would be picking up on that marine layer influence. So, we'll have to find out. We'll see on Sunday. But overall, Saturday looks like it's going to be the pick of the weekend. And the NAM, let's see what the NAM says. There goes the nice day on Saturday, but yeah, look at those. We didn't talk about the isobars yet, but the isobars and all of them pretty close together. High pressure gradient, so it's going to be windy, breezy or windy on Saturday. And going into Sunday here, 18Z. So we have 18Z, 18Z. The NAM is the least aggressive. Oh, you get Amazon Prime with Metro PCS? Because I have Verizon for the cell phone, and I have Optimum, because Spectrum's not available in my area. I had the choice between Fios or Optimum. So the NAM's the least aggressive. Icon's pushing the rain offshore, and the GFS is bringing the rain onshore. But either way, it's still not a terrible day for Sunday. Even all of them say it starts out fine. And then going into Monday for a little peak there. Actually, didn't look like a bad day either. Again, breezy with that higher pressure gradient there. It looks like the high's still in place as another low is coming in, so that's where we're getting this increased pressure gradient still again going into Tuesday. And that is what we are going to watch. Dew point forecast. Sure, we can get to that. And then I think you want to talk about that thing. But here, let's see. Well, while we're still on this page before I switch off, let's talk about that system there. NHC. So this right here, disturbance 1. %70 chance of formation. There it is. Okay. Just reading this. Okay. Interesting write-up they had. So now, we're going to expand out the region to eastern U.S. on all of these. Rewind. Rewound enough. Rewound enough. Okay. Oh, I just need to do this thing. Eventually. There we go. Alright. So, what they're talking about is this little region right here, that low. Let's follow what the GFS is showing. So, it looks like it's pulsing. And then it forms Georgia, South Carolina. It does intensify, but it stays out to sea. So it's not fully formed at this time, and about that time, I will be in the air. And it really starts intensifying once it kind of gets to that Virginia level. 993, I think it was the lowest it showed there. Which is, it's not insignificant. So here, on the icon, it pops up there at Florida. This is tonight. It never really disappears. And then it starts forming more out to sea. But you see that little wobble? Little wobbling motion? More intense. 989, 984, 983, 981, 977. Wow. Let's go. 972 is what it gets to. So 97. I thought it was a bug. It was my my wire. But here, so 972. That's a decent system. And what? That's Thursday. But it does still show it's out to sea. Even though that's not touching any land. The public European model doesn't show this. So I don't use it because I don't like it. I don't like what it shows. The NAM, unfortunately, doesn't go out that far. But it did show that little bit of, it formed, then it disappeared, and it formed, and it disappeared that low. So, very interesting. Let me get the full European, and I'm just gonna take a look myself at it. Ooh, I don't want that. $9.76. It looks like the that's not 9.76. That's the decameter. That's a 5.76 decameters, not 9.76. But the euro, it follows the line of the icon. It doesn't go as out to sea as the GFS does, but it just hugs the coast just out enough to not cause any kind of issues. But this is what I was worried about. I will not be in the northeast. I will be in the southeast at this time. But for the northeast, remember Sandy? Does anybody remember Hurricane Sandy? Wait to use the NAM. Why would I wait to use the NAM? But anyway, if you remember Sandy, it had something called the Fujiwara effect, where there was a cold front. There we go, we'll do that. That way? I think that way. So we had the hurricane and this cold front. As the hurricane's moving up and the cold front's moving through, the cold front pulled the low pressure system, the hurricane, into it. They were phasing together. Now, the euro is not showing that. However, the ingredients are there. There is a cold front, and there is a hurricane. There's a cold front in New York and Pennsylvania, kind of going down that line. And so cold front, New York, Pennsylvania, Virginia, what kind of falling down that line, that low pressure is there. So the ingredients are there for the Fujiwara effect. Oh yeah, for the long range, yeah, you just physically can't use the NAM because it doesn't go out that far. So longer range, Icon, European, GFS. So that's what the... How many hours out am I? 126. So that is what the euro is showing. Let me go back here. Did it switch? It did switch. Now I keep second guessing it. So it's much weaker here. But this is the front. And kind of what happened with Sandy. As this front was stronger, and as this front was coming through, it pulled in because we have counterclockwise rotation with a low pressure system in the northern hemisphere. So it pulled in around the counterclockwise flow. It pulled in Hurricane Sandy into the coast. We usually don't have, in this region, we don't have systems move east to west. They always move west to east, or almost always. So that's the GFS. Let's see what the icon shows with that interaction. And it really isn't showing anything, any kind of interaction. Just a little wobble in that little area right there. It's kind of wobbling back and forth. So this may be influencing it a little bit, pulling it in, but then it keeps going out, in, out. Sandy did do that, but by this point, we actually it was the European forecast model. I remember looking at the European forecast model 8-10 days ahead of time, and it almost nailed it 8 or 10 days out. But no responsible meteorologist is going to take to the airwaves and say New Jersey is going to have a devastating hurricane strike it next week. No one's going to say that. Or even a week and a half. A week and a half from now, we're going to have a devastating hurricane. No one's ever going to say that. Is 971 Category 5 normally? Huh, that I'm not actually sure. I'm not sure about millibars relative to categories. I know they're not completely related. Okay, there we go. I know they're not completely related, but I am very curious about this. So, this high that keeps popping in and out. So what is the icon? It moves out and stalls a little bit, and then moves out again. This is called a Rex block. So we have counterclockwise flow around the hurricane. We have clockwise flow around the high. So you have this figure 8 motion. And that basically cancels out each other's movements with that Rex block. And that would mean that system would stall. And it's stalling a little bit. It just stalls a little bit right in there. And then continues moving out. Very interesting. Oh, and Raymond, you asked for the dew points. So, before we switch to gaming, let's do some dew points. Okay, so tomorrow, let's look at the temperatures first. Highs in the upper 70s, mid to upper 70s, mid to upper 70s. And the dew point in the 50s. Wow. Look at that. Stays in the 50s. And the upper 40s here. Where is this? Oh, here we go. New York City. Central Park. Low upper 40s with the dew point. That is dry. LaGuardia. Ooh, did I click the wrong moss set? I think I did. Let me see. Ah, that's not the one. That's the one I want. Okay. Now we're Newark, Islip, and White Plains. So yeah, 50s, low 50s, low 50s, and low 50s with a dew point. So tomorrow is going to be a really nice day. Sunny, a little bit breezy, not hot in those mid to upper 70s, and dry. It's going to be fantastic. I'm excited for that. And then going into Sunday here. We're still in the 50s. And the high is a little bit cooler. Could probably with that little extra cloud cover and that shower chance. Dew points in the 50s. Not bad, not bad at all. Okay. The severe thunderstorm knocked out power. We had branches down. And it just, one of these storms that came through, and I have pictures of it, it really looked like the end of the world was coming. It was just bright, sunny, and then pitch black the other side. And just, it was that whale's mouth. It looked like it was just coming in, taking all the light away. And that was it. I was like, that's it. We're all done. Okay, now we'll get a little brief gaming session. Okay. Now, I don't know if I got it last time I was on the stream, but I did get Forsaken. So I've been playing Destiny 2 Forsaken now, which is a year old, the game. I'm just catching up now. There it goes. So, we're going to see how this looks online. Ooh, that is loud. If it's too loud, the audio, definitely let me know and I'll adjust the game audio. Interesting. That I'm not sure, and I'm just not gonna bother looking it up, frankly. I'm just not gonna look it up. Because that's in the past now. We gotta look into the future. So I have a couple of videos. Oh, it's loading. A couple of videos planned that I'm gonna get out. The next Full Throttle Thursday, I do have it filmed. I have it mostly edited. So that'll be out next Thursday. It'll be uploaded and out. The Games and Storms this next week, it's not going to be live, it's going to be recorded. What I'm basically going to do, next week in Destiny join Lord Saladin for another round in the Iron Banner. Okay. Anyway, so the graphics card that's in the computer right now, the RTX 2080, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to pull the heatsink off of it and reapply some thermal paste just to see about those temperatures. Will it make any difference? We'll find out. So that's going to be this coming Tuesday's Games and Storms live stream. Not really talking about storms, it's really just going to be a disassembly, a cleaning, thermal paste, reassembly, turn on. That's really going to be it. Then Full Throttle, no weather podcast, no really weather updates next week. No weather podcast, and then Full Throttle Thursday will be out. That I will guarantee will be out this next Thursday. And then the Thursday after that is going to be kind of like a part 2. Also, Raymond, looking at the stream, just the gaming part, it looks a little stuttery. Still not terrible looking. Yeah, it doesn't look terrible looking. I don't know if it made any difference what I did. But yes, Raymond, that is correct. That is what you do with tornado research. You have to look at the past to try and predict the future. I'm just saying, personally, right now, I don't care at this moment. I don't know what my future holds anymore. So, I don't know if I'm done with weather. We'll find out by the end of the year. This channel may be dead, maybe completely changing. We shall find out. And you would think I own the channel, so therefore I would know what's happening, but I don't know what's happening. I don't know anything anymore. Let's go here and get my packages. Alright, so it's going. I'm going to see how this looks on the stream. Otherwise, I really am completely stumped. I mean, look at the CPU usage. It's just not up there. It's just not maxing out the CPU, which is good. The 9900K I put in there shouldn't be maxed out, but it's so low. I just don't know why it's so stuttery in the game. Now I'm seeing the game pop back on. Yeah, the game itself on the stream looks stuttery, like it's 10 to 20 FPS. My video camera at the bottom left corner looks fine. And my main screen here, it looks totally fine. Last question first. I don't think I'm being throttled, because when I look at the camera, so like when I'm moving at the camera back and forth here, just waiting. Waiting. Come on. There we go. The camera looks fine. It's just the game. And the game feels no different with or without streaming with this computer.
Let's check. You must have messages. 2 hours to the wall. 2 hours. Welcome back.
Ooh, pulse rifle. What don't I need? That pulse rifle I don't need.
Transfer. Oh dear, it broke.
Oh dear, it broke.
No word from Fenchurch today.
Hi again, Guardian.
I think that was all I needed here. Yep, that was it.
Thank the traveler for telling the truth.
Oh, wow. There's only a few cracks left. Very interesting. Oh, that's what I needed. A reverse.
Welcome, Guardian.
What do I need here? Do not need anything? Oh, very interesting.
Always a pleasure. Excellent choice.
Okay.
Come see me again, Guardian.
Oh dear, it broke.
Oh, the game server getting thrown. No, it's not the game server because it's working perfectly fine here. And oh, for your last question, I
Don't know where
didn't
my
know
uncle
there
finds
were
these things.
fires in the Amazon rainforest. I'll have to look into that after. Yeah, I don't know why it's so stuttery. I'll have to do some tests in the next month. Oh yeah, so this was a challenging one I couldn't get last time. What am I at now? 429. Let's change a couple things here. Let's do that. Let's try that. No, let's leave that. Can I infuse? Of course, I need the enchantment cores. I just don't have. And anything new here? 446. Nope. Nothing new there. Nope. Nothing new there. I don't think anything new here. Ah, there's one. 445. 458. 445. 448. Oh, there we go. There's a little bit of an improvement. Well, this actually didn't do anything. And I like the way these look better. And this, 432, 456. Okay, I gained 10 points. 10 points to Gryffindor. Yeah, the game stream looks like there's some sort of internet throttling or lagging happening somewhere. But the CPU's not overloaded. I visually see on my screen in front of me an excellent experience. On the stream part, the webcam looks fine at the bottom left corner. And when we were going with the weather maps, all of that looked fine. Alright, let's try this Hangman. Okay. Let's do the hangman.
This servitor's been drained. No, mauled. I see a name carved into it. Rexus Vaughn, the hangman. I've got a lead on him.
Maybe it is the internet. That was a big lag. When I shot him and he fell off the bike. Well, this is internet. Yeah, this is internet based.
That's one of Spider's servitors. It might help us out if we free it.
Back, I say. Back. Okay. I didn't die this time, which is a good sign. We'll free this one. Free this one. Oh, yeah, they would have helped me, I think. Oh. Maybe.
Servitors are holy to the fallen. They create the even that the fallen need to survive and grow. It's shocking that the Scorn, who were once fallen, would even attack servitors.
Okay. Rescue the servitors. What is getting me there? Apparently that guardian is away from keyboard. Away from me. Oh, torture. There's one, and there's another somewhere. Ooh. Somewhere here. Ah, there's the other one. red. Trap.
He's heading for the slums.
Okay, now let's go into this Badland area. Oh, I felt a lag, a little drop frame there. Come on, you. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. Oh, interesting, Raven. I haven't looked at that at all. Because all those other ones, I don't watch anything on Twitter. I don't watch anything on Dailymotion. Mainstream media just reported yesterday. Oh, now they're afraid. Come on, there we go. There's one, two. I didn't want to use that. That's what I want to use. Oh boy. shoot. There we go. I see who's shooting. Wow, it's just not getting him. Need that long range one. And there's no ammo. Here we go. Apparently this guy likes fire. Alright, this is it. Got 5 shots of my most powerful weapon. Let's see how this goes. Fight fire with fire. Come on, you can do it. Stay alive. Stay above. Ooh, they got me. Gotta keep running. Don't pause. Don't stay still. Come on. Now you stay still. I did get further now than I have before. Ooh, these things. Why'd you get stuck? Don't get stuck. like a one-shot kill. At least it's not that much longer of a wait. This will be the last attempt, and then I'm going to end the stream here. Just gotta wait for my super to recharge. NGOs was something genetic organism? What? I'm not sure what NGO was. Alright, let's try this one more time. Weapons check. Okay. So oh, that was quick. Why'd you have to? Stay alive. Oh, damn it. Why? It's so short there. How did I get stuck? Alright, that's it. I'm done. I just got stuck in that stupid corner. Now that I ended the activity, when I walk in, oh, nothing happens. I got stuck in one of these corners here. Looks like right over here, on this thing. Got stuck in there. Oh well. And I can't hide on on the top of one of these things because they block that. Like, very clearly, I should be able to get on top there. But they want to make it challenging. Oh well. Non-profit government organization? Is that what that stands for? To see when I exit this. Right here, in the game, look at that. It's not maxing out while it's in game. It's doing what it should. If we look at that. Because I had to be in a game for the processor to really kick up, but it's not maxing it out. Yet I don't know why it's stuttering so much. Okay, well, that's ending there. And this will conclude the stream. Alright, so Raymond, you're really the only one in here. Thank you for joining. If anybody else was in here that didn't chat, thank you for joining as well. So again, just to recap for this weekend outlook forecast, Saturday is the pick of the weekend. Beautiful day, just a little bit breezy. Temperatures in the mid to upper 70s, low dew point, low humidity. So it's going to feel nice. So it's maybe a good beach day, although a little bit on the cooler side for some people for the beach, but still a great day nonetheless. And if you are going outside, make sure to use plenty of sunblock. It's going to be very sunny. Going into Sunday, good start to the day, but then we may see a shower here and there in the afternoon, more south, really south of New York City. and east, going into Long Island, up through Boston, like all that little coastline area. May see some showers. Going into Monday, then it looked like it was getting a little bit better. However, later in the week, there was still a big question mark with this next tropical system. So I won't be able to update you guys next week, so we'll see what happens. In terms of my content for next week, I'm going to have that special graphics card disassembly for Tuesday, and then Full Throttle Thursday will return this coming Thursday. Thank you for joining. Raymond, I really appreciate all the information that you gave. I really enjoyed that. If you're new to the channel, you're just watching this after the live stream, you want to get more weather content, car content, gaming content, hit that subscribe button below and that little bell icon right next to that so you get notified when I am live like this or I upload a video. This is meteorologist Andrew Pinero. Again, thank you for joining. Have a great rest of your night and weekend, and I will see you all in the next video.